All our roofs are fire retardant. You know, they're not wood shingles and stuff like that burns.
As the Highway 55 fire continues to burn near Avamore, hear why firefighters say this one is really hard to fight.
We start tonight with breaking news. Firefighters are working on a structure fire north of Parma.
Now, this is near the intersection of Packer and Pearl Roads. It's pretty close to the Oregon border. We'll bring you more information as we uncover those details throughout this newscast. But be aware if you see smoke in the area. Speaking of this.
Yeah, then there's this fire. The Highway 55 fire has burned more than 400 acres in just the last day.
This is the one burning near the Avamore subdivision. All of the trails near there are closed for the time being. It's now 40% contained. They hope to have it fully contained tonight.
So far, the cause of that fire unknown.
But as KBOI2's Scott Logan explains, investigators think they are on the right trail. He's live. He's in Ada County.
Well, they believe that this fire was started by humans, and since it started so close to Highway 55, this blaze, they think it was most likely caused by a vehicle. They're not sure how that happened, but one possible way is simply by a loose trailer hitch chain. The chain comes loose, bangs on the pavement on the roadway, and generates sparks. This is the third front fire in the Treasure Valley so far this summer. A front fire is one that specifically threatens homes. The Table Rock fire and the Mile Marker 14 fire are the other two front fires, and this Highway 55 blaze is proving to be a stubborn affair.
There are sections of this fire that are incredibly difficult access, and so we actually called in some hotshot crews, and they worked throughout the night last night. Because we can't get dozers or engines in there, we're having to use the helicopters and buckets and hand line, which is what the problem is.
Is it the steep terrain that's causing
super
the
steep
problems
terrain?
here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Avamore subdivision was originally designed and built as a fire-wise community with plenty of open defensible space. And while the fire did not get into the subdivision, the preemptive planning gives residents confidence.
People up here, I'm sure, felt safer because of it. All our roofs are fire retardant. You know, they're not wood shingles and stuff like that burns.
And it also gives fire crews one less thing to worry about.
Mostly just because you've got those fire breaks naturally built in, and so we don't have to come in with dozers and do a lot of water and stuff on the ground if they've made those preemptive measures ahead of time.
And there are a lot of popular trails in the Avamore area, and as we mentioned at the top of the newscast, those trails are closed to the public right now until this fire is out. Live north of Boise, Scott Logan, KBOI2 News.
Now, meanwhile, the Pioneer Fire burning north of Idaho City is growing. It's Idaho's largest wildfire and burned more than 9,400 acres. More than 900 personnel are on scene. Firefighters are focused on protecting the Elk Creek watershed. That's the water source for people in Idaho City. Here's the good news. No structures, though, are threatened.
The Mile Marker 14 fire destroyed a few structures and burned more than 4,000 acres before it was finally stopped. And now investigators are zeroing in on a cause. Based on where it started along Highway 21, they now think, sound familiar, that a car may have sparked it. And with as hot and dry as it is, it would only take a spark to ignite the grasses along a roadside. Firefighters are hoping, though, for some relief.
Chief